What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another Flip Quest episode. We are here today with episode number 36, I think it is, here on the PWCC Weekly Auction. And I am pretty excited for tonight's episode because we have got some fun stuff to look at. And I want to talk about some of your cards, too, that are selling tonight. So we'll ask you about those in a little bit. But first of all, Nate, how are we doing? And give me, on a scale of 1 to 10, your score for today's Packers game against the Buccaneers.
Okay, so confession time. It was the Seahawks game on the Fox, so I can only watch it on
On
Red
what?
Zone? On
No,
Red
on
Zone.
Red. Okay.
So I only saw the highlights. Of course, there weren't many highlights, so I didn't get to watch much of the Packers game. What I'll say is we won. A little bit of a disappointing offensive showing. I didn't see Aaron Rodgers' interception, but I know he threw one. Aaron Jones had that fumble. But they have a good defense. They've always had a good defense. We still beat them. Obviously, no, their offensive weapons were gone. I'll give it like a 2.
Okay.
I'll give it a 2 because we won.
I'll give it a 5, only because we won. And the defense looked actually pretty legit outside of just, the last drive, I guess.
They had Brashard Perriman and like Cole Beasley as their top guys.
Yeah, I know. But hey, come on, we had people out too and everything, so it I'm not saying evened out completely, but yeah, I'm just happy we won. Anytime you can walk into Tom Brady's home stadium and win a game, you take it. You take it and you go home and you figure out what went wrong. Tech, Jeremy, Kevin, Gabriel, Will, DJ Quicksilver, a lot of people in the house tonight. Thanks so much for coming here. Very excited. And the very first thing we are going to do tonight is we're going to look at a player's cards in this auction specifically. And to do that, I do want to show you all how to go and find different categories, different filters, all this different stuff. Because some people might sit here and think, okay, I'm on PWCCmarketplace.com. There's 15,000 cards listed right now. How do I narrow down my searches? So we're going to click sort and filters on the left side. We're going to go sort by. And for this purpose, I'm just going to go highest bid first. Sometimes make it easier to look from the top to the bottom. I'm going to select only this weekly auction, number 36, that's ending tonight. Then I'm just going to pick baseball because that's the player we're going to look at. And Nate, I already told you, but I would have you guess, but it's going to be pretty obvious. We're going to look at the top Albert Pujols cards ending in tonight's auction. It's very quick, just the 4 top ones. But Nate, talk about what Albert Pujols did this past weekend and what it meant to the game of baseball.
Yeah, so Albert Pujols.
Very, very briefly.
Albert Pujols very possibly became the last person to hit 400 or 700 home runs in a career. And I'm not using hyperbole there. It's become much more difficult. Guys don't play every game. A lot of guys right now lost a whole year because of COVID. So, it's going to be a while till we even see somebody coming close. But to hit 700 home runs is insane. That's 30 home runs a year for 23 years. Still doesn't get you that amount.
Which is crazy, which is nuts.
Insane. And so just an electric moment and hitting 2 in one game, and the smile he had on his face was just, that was as good as it gets, because a lot of times these guys, they don't show any emotion. It's just ho hum. And then to see a player like him who's been as good as he has for that long actually have just pure joy on his face from a moment like that, there's nothing you can do but have joy yourself.
I agree. That's really cool to see. And I bet you who else has joy on their face tonight is probably the person who's selling this 2001 SP Authentic. This is the Rookie Out 1250 BGS 10 Pristine. One actually sold 15 days ago for $7,200. This one, after buyer's premium, is already over $9,000. It's actually at $9,300. So quite the increase. I would have to say it's because of the 700th home run, but that's no big statement right there. Okay, now that we looked at Albert Pujols, I guess we looked at his top card. But I want to ask you all, who is selling cards tonight in this auction? What cards are you selling? Tech is. I did see that. And I do know that Tech is selling cards. But who else is selling cards? Tech, you can throw yours in the chat too. Let us know which cards you are selling if you are on the PWCC Weekly Auction number 36. And I want to look a couple of them up, maybe just like 3 of them just because of virtue of time. And then we'll share what you all might have going up for sale. But
hey, real quick, Aaron, before we get into people sharing, do you have bids in on the 3 big 101 Wisconsin cards?
2. I have them in on 2. The third one, I'm not sure you're referencing. I know the Yelich Super, the Brewers Prospect Super, and then I don't know what other card.
There's a Jordan Love Select 101.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. We'll look at those when we're getting into the bidding. And speaking of bidding, there's 8 minutes left until extended bidding starts. I know we're looking at like some 1887 cards right now, but there's 8 minutes left until extended bidding cards. So if you hop on a PWCCmarketplace.com, you throw in a search of a player you might like. You okay, Nate?
Yeah.
You throw in a name of a player you might like. So for me, like Jonathan Taylor, I'm going to look up really quick Jonathan Taylor, and there's a lot of cards that name him tonight. One I'm really interested in actually is this PSA 10 Purple Power Auto, which looks really cool in my opinion. But yeah, that's what you can do if you want to get some last bids in here. So we have Kevin, who is selling a LaMelo Elite out of 99. Nate, feel free to read off some things to me as I get to him. So there's the LaMelo Elite out of 99. If anyone wants to support Kevin here in the chat, feel free to on this 2020 rookie. Rookie at number out of 99, 9.5 from SGC. What else, Nate?
Jordan is selling a 2016 LeBron preview.
Ooh, that's a big card, Jordan. I saw that one. That one's Jordan. This is PSA 10, or sorry, PSA 9 Pop 11, which is 3 grade as a PSA 10. This set came out. I'm not sure how it was released. I don't know what set it was released into, but it's like an optic preview card for the first ever optic set. Pretty cool. Different photo.
Nick Herrera is selling the Pujols Ichiro T99 rookie PSA 10 and a Judge Topps Chrome out of 99 BGS 10.
Wow. Well, here
green.
is the PSA 10 of Ichiro and Pujols.
Yep.
It was actually on the other screen I was on. I didn't shout out, but here it is, PSA 10 at $1,025 right now. And then the Judge Green, I think it was. That's a huge card. I didn't notice that one was selling tonight. Great timing on the sale. Jumped from 600 to 925 in the last couple hours. So pretty cool there. It's over 1,000 right now with buyer's premium. What else?
Tom, I saw this one. Tom has the Jose Ramirez Topps Chrome Gold out of 50 selling tonight.
I too saw this one, and dude, I think that the last time so this was at like $200 earlier today. I don't know if Tom was a little nervous, but it's up to $775, and I did see it. They sold for maybe like $1,000.
Hey, that's a playoff team right there. Playoff player.
That is a newly won division today.
Yeah.
Kevin says I only list by a flash auction. Kevin, that is the same with us. Because I like that, I can time which auction it goes into. So on a Thursday, I'll put whatever cards I want to sell into the flash auction. Then they'll end the following Sunday, so it gets like a full 9 days of auction going. Tech's got the Bukayo Saka ending tonight. Tech, I actually would be pretty excited about this right now. It's at $90. I know SGC 95, number out of 75. The last non-shimmer blue PSA 10 sold for like 150. So honestly, I think you're doing pretty good right now, and hopefully it goes a little bit higher for you as well.
Any Brima Darbos selling this in this auction?
You're talking about your newly pulled number out of 15?
I am.
What's up, Jack?
Shout out to Jack for giving me all his secrets.
Right. It was released in 2016. Donruss, says Jordan, the LeBron preview. Yeah. So this must have been why Kevin said I only list via flash. I have such a hard time getting submissions listed. Submitted 3 cards back in first week of this month, and they still have not made any tips. Yes, I'd recommend using a flash auction tool for sure. I know you can just send it right to the weekly auction, and then it goes in the next like 20 business days, what could be up to a month. I would just recommend using the flash auction. You can really decide when you want to sell it, how you want to sell it, and you can do as little as 4 days or as high as 9 days. I think it's pretty much what it is, or as little as 3 days maybe. But yeah, that's what we got. All right, what I want to do tonight is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Normally, we would just hit like the My Bid section here, and I'd start scrolling through and say, oh, look at this card, look at this card, look at this card. I took some time before the auction or before the live tonight to actually go through and select 10 cards. 10 cards, I believe, either are going to set all-time highs or have a chance to set all-time highs, or in the Tom Brady's instance right here, just a very interesting comparison. I'm not necessarily sure if this is going to sell all-time high. It has to go up quite a bit more. But, yep.
Real quick. Was Mason Mount England's player of the year this year?
Dude, Saka never show won that either, so I don't even want to hear that. That's a garbage selection. No, but we're moving on. Also, hey, I have to say really, really quick. Okay, I've been talking about this to some friends. I might have said it on a live before. Mason Mount, I remember last year didn't score his first goal until October 23rd when I was in Vegas for the Vegas card show. That's like, almost a month and a half into the season. This year, he hasn't scored a goal yet. However, last year, he didn't score a goal until October 23rd. He's only one of 3 players that ended with 10 or more goals and 10 or more assists in the Premier League. No Arsenal players in that group. So I am very confident this season can still turn around. Okay, now into these 10 cards that can possibly set records tonight. So this first card I want to talk about here, Nate, give me your thoughts as they come to you. 2,000 playoff contenders, Tom Brady rookie auto PSA 4, and everyone in the comments can also give their thoughts as well. We can read off different comments. So the reason why I find this card interesting is because this is one of the single lowest grade 2,000 playoff contenders Tom Brady autos that have sold. Now, I didn't go and check the pop report to be like, oh, is there a PSA 1 that someone just has in their collection? But from the standpoint of what has sold, nothing has sold below a PSA 4. And the 2 PSA 4 sales I was able to find was one on March 12th, just a PSA 4, not with the autograph graded, just like this one, sold for $20,500. So this one has a bit to go to catch that. But there was a PSA 4 with the 10 auto that sold for $25K last December. Now, I bring this up for one very specific reason. And the reason is because there were 2 authentic graded cards of Tom Brady in last week's auction with in the last 2-week auctions with 9 autographs. And those both sold, one for $18K and one for $24.6K. Now, you might ask yourself, why would someone spend nearly $20K on a PSA 4 versus like an authentic at like $20K? And I think the reason has got to be because if anyone was following our Instagram this past weekend, you would have noticed this Josh Allen post that we had, or this past week. A Josh Allen Kaboom Green 1-of-1 PSA authentic recently sold actually in the PWCC Premier Auction. But it also sold like 4 months ago in the PWCC Premier Auction as a PSA 6 for $72,000. And most recently sold as a PSA authentic for $60,000. But if you go on a PSA's website, you actually could look up the certification number and say AA, which means authentic altered, which means that either between when it was a PSA 6 till now, it got, something alteration, something was done to it that was not supposed to happen, and PSA slab does authentic, but didn't say authentic altered on the slab. Now, in my inclination, the PSA 4 means that this card has not been altered. It's a PSA 4. The ones that are authentic graded, who really knows? I guess you got to look up the certification number, and I have to think that, the numerical grade does wonders for the card, even if it is a PSA 4 in this case. Now, it has quite a ways to go. It's got to at least get another like $5,000 in bids to break the $20,500 record for the PSA 4 without the 10 auto, but it could potentially do it. You never know with Tom Brady. Next card, Nate, you may have thoughts on this one. Tua, your guy, big win today over the Bills. Now, he didn't have the craziest game, but he wasn't asked to do a whole lot, and he also might have came back into the game when he wasn't supposed to. I don't know if you saw that, Nate. Man was wobbling over the field.
Did you see him wobbling and stumbling and almost falling? Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, and the Dolphins sent him back in.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but what I will say is he only threw 18 times, completed 13 passes. I'm impressed that the Dolphins won a game in which their QB threw 18 times and Josh Allen threw 40.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. I think the Bills probably outplayed him by quite some bit, but it got close at the end there, and then the Dolphins ended up winning it. And this card right here, the 2020 National Treasures rookie patch auto, numbered up 99 PSA 8. 5 seconds until extended bidding for those that are placing last-second bids. But, Nate, can you give me a guess here on the previous record for a PSA 8 and then the current record for a PSA 9? So 2 different values, one PSA 8, one PSA 9. What were the highest prices sold for those 2?
I'm sure the previous record for PSA 8 was like 3,700. And the current record for a PSA 9 is probably, let's see, if one sold in the last week before they won today, maybe 9,500.
Nate, man, your guessing is getting worse and worse and worse. You haven't placed in the top 5 of the last guessing game in a while, and now look at you right here. Jordan, nothing is actually selling tonight, hence me not sharing that. There is nothing going up for sale. But Chris, really quick before I give the actual numbers here to say why Nate's so wrong. Thanks for coming to the live. First time watching us live. Really appreciate anyone that's new here. I hope you are enjoying your time so far and feel welcome and everything, and feel free to ask questions as we go. But the previous record for a PSA 8, shockingly, was $9,100 on 6/27/2022 for a one-color patch. I don't know, man. Seems kind of off to me. But a PSA 9 recently. Actually, no, not recently. A PSA 9 sold on April 18th for $12,400. So this card right here, I believe tonight is going to outsell the previous PSA 9 record that was set. It had a way better patch than just one color.
I mean, say what you will, but beating Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen back-to-back weeks, and I get it. The Bills outplayed and still lost, but having those 2 wins is huge.
It is. It really is. It really is. All right, next card up, card number 3 we're talking about here is the RJ Barrett 2019 National Treasures logo man, numbered out 5, BGS 9.5 rookie. Now, these cards to me, I don't really understand a whole lot. I know people collect what they like for specific reasons. A lot of people like logo men. This one, there's 5 of them. And if you look at the back of the card, these technically are player worn. So now player worn seems to be like, really awesome, considering that now whenever Panini releases cards, they're not associated with any game player, anything like that. So like in reality, player worn used to really not be that sought after, but now I guess maybe it is becoming more sought after. But with there being 5 of them and with them being these kind of like plastically logo men things, I'm not really that infatuated with them. However, with all that being said, RJ Barrett did just get a big contract extension from the Knicks. And they have Julius Randle still on a massive contract, which I think Knicks fans probably want that to be gone as fast as possible. But RJ Barrett's previous record for a National Treasures card was $9,400 as a Stars and Stripes RPA. And his highest card selling all time was $17,600. Could you imagine at one point someone spent $17,600 on RJ Barrett card? It was a Nebula Choice rookie from 2019 Prism that sold for 17.6K in 2020. So this card, like I said, with the previous, with the Tom Brady, you have to go on quite a crazy run to set a record. But I do believe that this is going to set the record for the most expensive National Treasures RJ Barrett card, which is getting a little, it's not, it's the most expensive RJ Barrett card ever, but is, one important set, setting a record most likely tonight. Any thoughts on RJ Barrett in his market, especially with this card at like $9,000? You're all muted, bro.
My bad. The Knicks held firm and didn't trade him, so they must really like him. I could see a slow burn into a star with RJ Barrett, but I could also very easily see the other end of the spectrum where he just is a decent player and never amounts to a superstar upside.
Well, it all really depends on how the Knicks do. I mean, Carmelo Anthony was there and put up a lot of points, but with the Knicks not really doing much and maybe winning one postseason series at most or none, just making it to 1 or 2 or something like that, it's pretty forgettable pretty fast. So he's gonna have to do quite a bit and take that Knicks team pretty far for I think his market to actually do something in the next like 3 years. All right, baseball time. I know it's hard to listen to Aaron Judge talk all the time. However, it's hard not to talk about his cards right now because what's happening in his cards right now is pretty unfathomable. I was looking up the numbers on this specific card, 2017 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor Auto, numbered out of 50, BGS 9.5. The rookie, not the first Bowman. This is the rookie. Nate, tell me your guess, and anyone in the chat too who wants to guess. What do you think this card was worth 2 months ago in July? This card right here.
If I'm basing it off of what other cards in his market have done, 2,300, 2,400.
Nate's at 2,300. Jack's at 1,800. I gotta say, Jack is closer. Jack is actually the closest, probably, that anyone will get because it's 1,850.
Oh, wow.
1,850. 2 months ago, one sold for. One actually sold for $5,385 10 days ago. And then last night, one sold for $8,700. So one sold 10 days ago for $5,400. Last night, one sold for $8,700. Now, the crazy thing about Judge is that like he hit those 3 home runs to get to 60 so fast that it really sparked his market so fast. I think with people like being like, oh my gosh, we get to like 65 or something like that. And yeah, even getting 61 or 62 is a huge feat in and of itself. But without having a home run now in 4 to 5 games, which sounds stupid to be like, oh, he doesn't have a home run 4 to 5 games, But like just the pace he was on was making his market go so fast that it almost feels like that maybe there will be like a slowdown here until he gets to 62.
Well, he did hit a ball 404 feet in Yankee Stadium the other day for a flyout.
Really?
Yeah. He's had 20 of his 60 home runs this year go for less than 404 feet. So he was close.
He was. Well, we'll see. I mean, with as hot as his market is, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing can get back up to that sale from last night or higher. But it's gonna need some steam tonight, no doubt about it. These next cards get super interesting here. I want to pick some oddball ones. I stepped away from like the $5,000 plus cards. Sorry, go down to the $1,000 and under cards. This one's not over that. But it's a 1988 Panini Super Sport Italian Lorenzo Michael Jordan PSA 10. There's only 6 PSA 10s of this. And this card or this sticker, I guess you'd say, just kidding. I didn't even look at the back. That's why it says Lorenzo. Is Giuseppe Lorenzo, soccer player on the back with Michael Jordan on the front. I should have looked at that, but I didn't. That's crazy. Either way, it's at 1425. This is just about with buyer's premium over the most expensive Super Sport Italian Jordan that sold. However, the previous all-time high for this card was a PSA 9 at 1875. So this is a PSA 10 right now under 1875. I'm sure I'll go over that. The last time a PSA 10 sold for $1,200 like 3 years ago. So we'll see. I'm expecting this one to set an all-time high for that specific card. But it's just an interesting card nonetheless. I've never seen it before. What's up, Ashton? How we doing? And excited to see where it goes. Now, this one is pretty fun, I think, for a lot of current football fans, especially maybe Packers fans, because Devontae Adams goes and says, I want to play the Raiders. I want to go back play my boy who I play with at Fresno State. Well, guess what, Devontae Adams? Your boy is really not that good. 0-3 to start the year. Derek Carr, king of putting up numbers and not really doing much, I think, in my opinion, is how I view him. And this 2014 Prism Gold rookie numbered off 10, PSA 10.
Have we ever seen Derek Carr and Kirk Cousins in the same room?
You think they're the same people?
Makes you think.
Does make you think. People have put up a bunch of stats but don't really do much. Well, $1,200 right now is what this Prism Gold out of 10 PSA 10 is. And this is by far and away the all-time record for this card because the previous record was in 2017 for $260. Not hard to pass a 2017 price as long as you're still relevant in the market today, which Derek Carr inevitably is as a football quarterback who starts for an NFL team. Now, this is not the most expensive any Prism Derek Carr card has sold for because in 2021, Nate, his Black Finite rookie 1 of 1 sold in 2021, I believe as a BGS 9.5. What do you think that Black Finite 1 of 1 sold for in 2021? And anyone who wants to answer, feel free.
Black Finite 1 of 1 non-auto. Like 3,200.
Remember, this is. Are you serious right now? You're looking at the document. You are looking at the document. I'm like, no way. I'm like, this guy's a scrub. He thought he's gonna get away with it. I'm like, there's no way he just guessed it right on the nose. Yes, it is $3,200. Rye, I'll give you credit. You're pretty close to $3,700. But just think about this. Think about this really quickly. While Derek Carr has had a okay career, had one really good season, regular season, got hurt going into the playoffs, hasn't really done too much since then from an aspect of winning a lot of football games. But Trevor Lawrence's PSA 6 Black Finite, which I know that Trevor Lawrence is a super high prospect, and he actually is doing pretty well this year with the Jaguars. But Trevor Lawrence's PSA 6 just sold for $150,000 like a month ago. And this is not me comparing Lawrence to Derek Carr. I'm sure Trevor Lawrence is way more talented than Derek Carr ever can think to touch. But it's just crazy to think about how much some of these dudes' cards sell for, really, is what it comes down to. Nate, think he's going to get away with something as stupid as that?
I did. I really did. The shock. The shock on your face.
Yep. Well, guess what? I thought I could trust you. I guess not. I did tell you to go look at the sheet, though. So
I won't look anymore. I won't even. I'll exit out of it if you want.
No. I mean, it's up to you. It's okay if you want to.
Fun
card here. Fun card here. This is a 1963 Topps Hockey Checklist, number 1 to 66, number 66, PSA 8. You might say this is like the oddest card you've ever shown on this live, and it might be, in fact, but it's at $575 right now, pre-buyer's premium. The most expensive that this card ever sold for, sold in 2016, Nate.
Whoa.
You would say that's kind of odd, right? One sold for half that in 2022 recently, actually for $324. So I'm not really sure why, like in 2016, maybe there was like 2 set builders who are really going at to get this one card for their PSA registry. Very possible. This is going to pass that number or get very close to it after the buyer's premium. It's at $690. Sorry, so it's already past that. But just an interesting card there. And then a very interesting pack here. This is a 1966 Topps Batman Wax Pack Blue Bat B Series PSA 9 at $525. The last one I found that sold was back on like February 9th for $1250. So that's kind of got some way to go to catch up to that. But just want to bring up some interesting things here. And then this one, Nate, I feel like Ken Griffey Jr. with this whole, I think there's a lot of resurrected home run talk, best players from the 90s talk, all that stuff right now going with, Judge chasing the non-steroid home run record. And I think Ken Griffey Jr., I read from his Victory Investments story today. He was saying that, like at the end of the day, when he finished playing baseball, he didn't want to take steroids because he didn't want, his kids to be like, oh, my dad cheated, or just for himself saying like, oh, I played the game the right way, how it's meant to be played. Do you think it's going to help him out right now, and either in terms of like fandom, card prices, just anything about like perception? Because didn't he get like 59 home runs or something like that in the steroid era off roids?
I mean, off the top of my head, I cannot remember his
something like that
highest home run total in a season. What I will say is he could have probably used steroids. He was often injured in Cincinnati. Could have probably used that boost to stay on the field. I don't know. I guess there's probably some people that will be like, oh, Aaron Judge, that reminds me of Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, I should look at his cards and buy some. I'm sure there's people like that. But by and large, do I think people would be like that? I don't know. I mean, I'm not like that,
I got you. 54 in that 898 year. That's pretty impressive, man. 54 home runs off the roids. Now this card though, $340. The last sale of this is back in 2020 for $202. So in this grade, it's already broken the record for that. Now this one's pretty fun here. I definitely want to bring this one up at the end as the 10th card we're looking at. And we're going to review all these prices at the very end of tonight's stream, by the way, to see which ones may have set records, which ones may have not. This is a 2021 Topps Now Champions League. Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, numbered off 10. The MNM SGC 10. So a lot of 10s going on there, especially with Messi's number being 10. But it's at $210 right now. This is a pretty, like, as Topps Now cards go, in my opinion, it's a pretty iconic Topps Now card. Getting these three players together was pretty groundbreaking at the time when it happened with Messi signing there. Big news was when this card was coming out via Topps Now. And the 1-of-1 gold, actually, PS9 sold for $2,300 some time ago last year. But the only blue I was able to find was an HGA 9.5, which does not bring any value in my mind at all. But the blue out 10 sold for $255, May 29th, 2022. So this one's pretty much expected in my mind is going to break that record for sure. So there you go. There's the 10 cards we're looking at. Some very likely to break records. Others, we'll see how they do in extended bidding, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
Real Music says, I can't think of a more famous player outside of baseball. My granny knows Ken Griffey. She doesn't know Mike Trout.
Well, you got to introduce her to Mike Trout.
There you
Sounds
go.
like Real Music. That's your fault.
And then Jack says, you guys see the Brady Topps Chrome Gold? We'll look for Jack. Are you mentioning the 2010 Topps Chrome Gold or the 2003? Because there's two of the 2003s. One's an 8, one's a 9. Am I missing? Yeah, this one is the weekly roundup one. But are you talking about the 2010? Because the 2010 is numbered out of 50, and that's a pretty softer card. This was actually like the big Topps Chrome set that really got me into collecting cards. I was chasing the Colt McCoys and the Sam Bradfords and the Tim Tebows and the Rob Gronks. The last PS9.
Were you actually chasing the Rob Gronks?
Well, I mean, when ripping the packs, yeah. I mean, I was opening packs for any of the guys that were good. Des Bryant, CJ Spiller, Demarius Thomas, RIP. I can go on and on, man. There's a lot of good players in that set. Or at the time, a lot of players that were coming out of college. What are you saying?
I said CJ Spiller. Forgot about him.
Yeah, CJ Spiller at Clemson. All right. Bouncing back over here to the My Bid section, looking and seeing what stuff might we be interested in grabbing tonight. I made a list of some different cards with targets. We got 15 minutes left. It's at the halfway point now in round 1 of extended bidding. So the first extended bidding window is 30 minutes, and then all cards need to bid in that amount of time to move on to the next round. Like this Trevor Lawrence is at $12,500. This Lamar Jackson does not have a bid yet. It's $8,250, the Midnight RPA. Hey, really quick, which one do you like more? Stars and Stripes, Midnight. Now, keep in mind the designs are different like year over year. So maybe I'll say like Nate for 2018. If you remember the Stars and Stripes design, do you like the Stars and Stripes or the Midnight more?
Well, I have held 2 Josh Allen Midnights in my hand at the same time. So I have to, by rule, go with Midnight RPA.
So you're telling me you're not patriotic then?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I'm going to disagree with you, but only if it's the 2019 Stars and Stripes design. I don't like the 2021 Stars and Stripes design because this is way too busy. Like there is way too much going on here once you put the lines through the card. I think if it just had the dash lines going vertically and then the stars on the sides, way better design. I don't know how you feel about that, Nate.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit. It's a little bit wild.
Yeah, a little bit out there.
But there's something very elegant and simple about the Midnight design that is kind of appealing.
That's true. Now, it is interesting how they're numbered out of the same thing, though. They're both numbered out of 20. One's an FOTL insert, and I believe the midnight you can hit in any, hobby or FOTL. There's a really big football card tonight. This is Mahomes and Lamar Jackson dual shield, 1 of 1. Now, it is both player worn. It says it doesn't specify like Lamar or Mahomes is game worn player, but either way, this was our guess of price for the week on Instagram. It's 6,500 right now. Very, very big and expensive card. Now, I'm going to kind of probably move down here a little quicker because we already looked at the other cards that are pretty high in price and moved to some of the lower ones. This is the Aaron Judge Gold number out 50. It's already at 5,250. All I gotta say is that Trey Lance, man, it's tough if you had
Sick
auctions
card,
already. It is a sick card, select RPA, but having Trey Lance auctions already running, like at the time when he got injured, that's just. I mean, either way, I guess maybe you could say like 6 months from now it'd be even cheaper than they are now. So maybe you're like, oh, maybe I'm glad that they're selling right now. Who knows? But Tua Color Blast, that's already selling for higher than the last PSA 10, I think, which is good to see for Tua's market.
You ever wonder why you maybe talked about Tua for 3 straight years, but ended up with only one Tua Prism base and never actually bought any? You ever think about that?
You could also say, Aaron, why don't you have any football cards at all other than Jonathan Taylor? So
No, well, I was talking about myself.
Oh, yourself.
Like all those years of loving Tua, but I never actually got around to buying any cards.
That's true. You did pick up those bays, I remember.
And then sold them instantaneously. Didn't lose money. Shout out.
That's an interesting corner there. This is like a plastic card, Nate. This is the Ayrton Senna rookie from the Grand Prix Scratch and Play. It's like an acetate though, but it's got a very like
that's not a sticker?
No, it's not. It's actually an acetate that you could like snap in half, I think.
Did you see that story about that guy who gave stickers to his son?
And then the Hoyman's son ended up stuck in the sticker book, the 101. Yeah, that was crazy. That was really cool to see, actually. Because, like, in some sense, I saw people being like, oh, what the heck? How can you do that? But in the other sense, it's like, bro, that's what they're made for. They're supposed to be in the album.
That is quite literally what they're made for.
Like, that's the exact reason why Panini makes sticker album books every year and why so many of the actual Pele sticker rookies and everything were actually in albums and people have been cutting them out to grade them. Because that's how people collect them overseas. It's just cool. I mean, it's very cool to see. But this Ayrton Senna sidetrack, this thing's pretty expensive card. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, Nate, and maybe this is just like something for all sports. It doesn't have to only be at F1. But whenever there's a card that's older, think Messi 2004 Mega Cracks. Also, I'm not saying it has to be 80s or 90s or prior, but like even early 2000s, it's not numbered. It's most likely an overseas production, so you don't really understand the full supply. There's not many graded yet. When they start to hit the market early and they're like pop 1, pop 2, pop 3 at most, that seems like probably not the right time to buy because as those sell and people find out about these cards like this 84 right here, the Scratch and Play Senna, more people are going to go try to find them raw because they probably printed a lot of them. They're going to start grading them. There's going to be more grades supply in the market. I believe that this card right here or whatever you want to call it as a PSA 4, the most expensive it ever sold for was $10,200, Nate, back in February of 2022. $10,200. And the last one sold for like $3,000 right here on the weekly auction. So it is the type of thing where like non-numbered, older, like it's tough to buy it until you get a real feel for when the supply levels off, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I'm going to save Logan Thompson some pain here. Logan, do not take your 2,400 and buy a Topps Chrome Hobby Box case, okay? You would make more money taking $2,400 and going to the casinos and using the slot machines. I guarantee it. Save that money.
That's the most brutal comparison I might have ever heard in my life. And how about this? I guess if anyone's in here and has open Topps Chrome Hobby Boxes 2022 baseball, comment your experience in the chat. Maybe help Logan out more than just Nate saying something too if you have experience with it. I am looking at this McDavid right here. This is a 2018. It's not an actual rookie card. It's a tribute card. It's numbered out 25, I think. But the reason why I was looking at this is because I want to rescue it out of the CSG slab. I don't like it being in here, especially because I don't. Oh no, it doesn't have an autograph grant in the back. But it's a pretty sick card. It's a Canadian Juniors card. So it's not really his NHL card. It's in the cup though, like NHL set. It's at 12.75.
When does the hockey season start?
It starts October 20 something, I think.
Has training camp started or whatever?
I don't. Preseason starts here in the next couple weeks, I think. Probably around when NBA starts.
Save it, regrade it, and get it back. Have it ready for the regular season.
I mean, that is a good idea. It is not a bad idea. No, it's just a lot of money is the other thing too.
Yeah, that's fair.
If it's worth doing. Although it'd be kind of fun to see how it turns out. Now, Baxter has got some thoughts here in 2022 Topps Chrome Baseball. They are bad, very bad. The checklist is simply too big.
Not as big as last year's checklist, to be fair.
The auto checklist or just the checklist in general?
Oh, the rookie auto checklist.
So how many rookie autos were in it last year again, Nate?
133. There's only 107 this year, but you also have the stupid vet autos.
So I guess
in the half case we did, one of the autos in one of the boxes was a aqua shimmer out of 199 of Cedric Mullins. Like, could you even imagine?
Is he as good as he was last year or no?
No.
It's just a fluke year.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd say fluke per se. Just, is very hot. Very hot year.
This is one that I'm not necessarily like saying, why are you buying this? But it's a PSA 6. It's a PSA 6. The die cuts clearly can have some damage around the edges, the corners. They're just rather exposed, I guess, if you want to say it like that. I don't exactly know what made this a PSA 6, but you can't ever tell everything. It could be like a crease in the back of it or something like that. But it's at $700 right now as a PSA 6. Most recent sale was December 8th, 2021 as a raw for $10.25. Now, what serial number is this? It's 12. That was 16 that sold the raw for $10.25. Either way, seems like a lot of money for a 6. We'll see where it goes. NHL preseason already started. Games literally being played right now. Well, there you go. I didn't even know preseason is being played, and I even follow like NHL accounts, so maybe I just haven't looked hard enough. Thoughts on the 2019 Erling Haaland rookie refractor at 75 PSA 10, I believe it is. What is fair price? Good question, Rowett. Let's go back and look. I know we had a bid in on that. After I'm going to have to go and see what stuff I need to extend. Oh, it's actually a PSA 9, not a 10. It's at 1,500 right now, I think it says, right, Nate? 1,500. The last sale was 1,540 on September 1st. Now, he's been obviously insane. He scored more goals for Norway recently. But take that for what it's worth. It's not his main rookie sets. It's the Topps Chrome Champions League. There's no rookie logo on it. It's not like it's his first rookie with the Salzburg with the finest pack pulled stuff. So I would say even in the PSA 9 Blue Wave, it's not that desirable a card where I'd say like go and stretch and maybe like pay higher than the last few sales of it. But it's ultimately up to you as I obviously can't decide how you want to spend your money. Down on the farm, where should I grade soccer cards, PSA or SGC? Down on the farm, I take this for what it's worth. Know that we run SGC submissions. Know we're huge fans of SGC. We have a partnership with SGC, so you can ultimately decide how you wish with that information. But here's the deal: you can go and pay like $25 a card or something and send it to PSA and say buy to your cards for months and months, or you can come and grade with us with SGC through our grading submissions. Pay $23 a card, get them back graded in 4 business days, and then we'll ship them back within 3 business days after receiving them back in hand, and have them all in your hands before the World Cup even starts. That's what I recommend. That's what I go with. You can grade more cards for less money. You can get them back faster. You can turn through more cards faster. I just don't really see. I know people want to go grade PSA for the reasons.
Real quick, is Gambia in the World Cup?
I don't know. Is that where that guy plays?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
He's from Gambia. I don't know if they even have a national team. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if they have a national team. I wonder if he could like declare to play for like Senegal because it's bordering Senegal, I think. So maybe that would be the other option. Now, Nate, I know you brought up the Jordan Love, and I brought up some Jordan Love the other day on a meeting we had. I'm not crazy about this one, man. This is a premier velocity black 1 of 1. I don't know if all the black. I have to imagine they have the true black 1 of 1s, like non-velocity format. The way I'm starting to look at a lot of these modern 2020 and after cards, or even 2019 and some 2018, it's like, dude, how many different ways can you make one color look and call it a 1 of 1? So it's super. I think it's super critical at this point to when you spend money and you look at this, you're like $600 into that. I would way rather take $600 and find the best contenders auto I can of Jordan Love, or I'd rather take $600 and spend less than $600 and go buy. I'm not crazy in love with this select like checker gold auto 10 PSA 10, and I think that the blue ice might be more. No, it can't be more than $600. Oh, it's right here. It's at $290. There's a blue ice prism PSA 10, which also is not like a super longevity parallel. It first debuted in 2017 Prism Basketball, but I do think that would actually be like a more sought after card as we look back than that random black velocity. That's just me, though. I know other people have their opinions. That last sales was 464.
Here, tell you what, I'll give you an option.
Sure.
Okay, here's your option. You buy that.
There's a contenders of PSA 10 of Jordan Love.
Oh, you buy that Jordan Love 101, or you buy the Christian Yelich 101. No other options.
Oh man, well I'm definitely buying the Christian Yelich 101. So I need to make sure those cards are extended, though. I spent way too much time talking this time. Where's that?
Christian Yelich has been extended.
Yeah, there's at 145. Now it's in the Marlins jersey, man. That doesn't get me too excited. Not gonna lie.
It's still sick, bro.
I mean, it's still a super fractor, but I have Brewers super fractors.
Fair. Still.
Okay, talk to me about this guy, dude. This guy cannot be good, Nate. He just can't be good.
So drafted Xavier Warren, I believe, was drafted as a third baseman. They announced him in the draft as a catcher. They tried him out at catcher. They've now moved him off of catcher and to play at third base. He just doesn't have the bat to be a third baseman. If he were to be able to stick at catcher, he would have had a bat to stick at catcher. I don't think he's going to even make the majors, but Brewers 101 is a Brewers 101, you know?
Nate, question. Freddie Peralta, is he back from injury right now?
Yeah.
Okay, because the last time this card sold is before the season is a PSA 10 for $400. I feel like it's just like a no-brainer to grab for like $100 if I can. Or we can.
Yeah, I agree, just for the sake of it. But as it stands right now, I have no confidence that the Brewers will be able to make the postseason.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily a sell in the next couple months because obviously with today's loss really was like the last straw. I felt like.
Which Freddie Peralta started in.
Oh, did he? Yeah, but we only gave up 2 runs.
It started is generous. He did start the game, but because of coming off injury, he only pitched 2 innings.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I am pretty convinced that bidding on this Bobby Charlton's a good idea. It's a SGC 9 at $45. Last PSA 8 sold for $125. Ooh, winning at $50. Corbin Burns, he's been a little disappointed in me, man. I've been watching him recently.
Dude, we've needed huge games from him, and he's come up short a number of times down the stretch.
Dude, did you see? I'm sure you have never seen this before. Lunar Spaceport, pretty sick if you ask me, from 1957 Topps. And there's some trains.
Was that George Jetson type thing?
I don't know. It's pretty cool though.
I brought up George Jetson like 4 times in the past couple of days.
We have 5 seconds left until I kind of want to get this, man. I'm gonna bid on this. Oh shoot, I'm really running low on time right now. Did I sneak it in? I did. That was one of those last second bids today when you think you're about to win and then you see a big come in and you're just mad.
Yeah.
Doing well, Andrew. Doing well. Thoughts on the 58 mantle up this week? It looks like an average PSA 8 to me. I was actually looking at the other PSA 8 prices, and I honestly, I'm no vintage expert, so I don't want to look at it and try to pick it apart as if I was. So I'll just say I love that 56 mantle card, but not exactly sure on the that versus another one. Also, this Thompson. Well, I know it's there's no guarantees with the overtime elite guys. Him and his brother are pretty highly projected to go in that NBA draft. Not saying that they will for sure, but this is like way cheaper than the last sale. So I'm definitely going to try to place a bid and snag that. Let's see if I can get in the lead. Okay, I'm in the lead. Then we got to target something to give away tonight too. I just love these older 50s cards where it's like planes and space scenes and stuff. I don't know. They're just so cool to me.
Planes and trains and automobiles.
Nate, what would be a fun giveaway tonight for someone? Are we thinking of football? Are we thinking of soccer? Are we thinking
a top scoring baseball?
Box?
Ooh, I got it. We can give away that Danica Patrick card, and we'll go buy a crystal and give that away too.
Crystal?
She's into crystals.
No, I didn't.
Whole weird thing. Oh yeah, no. Aaron Rodgers dates some strange women.
You literally just said whole weird thing as we're sitting here buying pictures of men.
Yeah, you know, well, you're buying pictures of men. I'm just watching you buy pictures of men.
You're kind of recommending too. So down on the farm, if you're investing in Brewers prospects, start scooping up Jefferson Cuero. Nate, any comments on that?
Wait. Here's a challenge for you, Aaron. Who is Jefferson Cuero?
Dude, no idea.
Catching prospect, and he is
Right.
quite good. What's funny is he came out. He was a hot name out of last year's Bowman Chrome, 2021 Bowman Chrome. I think it was either 2021 Bowman or Bowman Chrome. I can't remember which now. And then he was a hot name, and I haven't heard as much about him in card circles, but he did have a decent year.
So I'm no WWE fan, no WWF fan, but I do like watching The Rock in some different movies. Only reason I'm even semi interested in this card, just making it clear. 192 is the last sale on September 18th. Oh, that's at $92. I feel like it's just worth throwing like $115 bid and seeing what happens here. I also really wanted this Sam Kerr, Chelsea women's player, SGC 10 number at 49. That's like one of the earliest cards that they made of the women's players. I also kind of wanted that Walking Dead auto of Maggie. However, it's starting to go up in price. But the last sale's like $300. I know that the last season's coming out of The Walking Dead.
Do you watch The Walking Dead?
I haven't watched it since freshman year of college. I love the first season. The first 5 episodes I thought were so awesome. And then it was just got kind of meh come like season 7.
I feel like I was just kind of shocked because I feel like every show you've ever watched has come at the recommendation of me, you know? No big deal.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, Stranger Things, you would never watch that without me.
That wasn't you, Nate. I watched that before I even talked to you about it, probably.
What did you watch because of me? Community?
I watched Parks and Rec because of you, I think.
Oh, yeah. Shout out me.
I can at
You've
least
never even heard of The Office before?
That is not true. That is not true at all. Nate if you guys don't know Nate well enough, he tries to take credit for literally everything he possibly can. He's a credit merchant. For anyone that follows the soccer terminology, he's a credit merchant.
That's right.
Tries to poke him.
The Office one was just get you riled up.
I can't even remember at this point which cards I was super interested. Oh, there's a Jonathan.
Did you ever watch Community though?
Oh no, that one was definitely you. Like the Parks and Rec, I remember I watched as I got to senior year of college, but I probably watched my first ever Parks and Rec episode like with you. However, the Community one I can 100% credit to you on. Also, Jonathan Taylor, I feel like people are avoiding because of the start to the season for the Colts, but they did just win, and also this is way too cheap. I feel like for one of his cards, a purple. I might not win that though if that's still going. Dude, these 5-minute windows start to get way too fast for me. Which means that they probably.
I'm sitting here not helping.
No, Nate's just poking the buttons, pushing the buttons.
The paintball episodes of Community were iconic, to say the least.
Someone just say that. Yeah,
Tim Cannon said paintball episodes of Community. Excelente.
Oh, let's go. Come on. Under $100 on Freddie. Come on.
Under 100? I'll take that all day. I remember I bought an orange back in the day for under 100 when eBay used to send out those discount codes.
I remember that. The discount codes. Oh, nice. I got for 96. Fire.
Ew.
This is a very interesting autograph. But I guess her name is Lauren in real life, so it makes a little bit of sense. It looks like an L. That's $74, but it's an authentic grade. It's just actually kind of sketching me out.
You know what that means? Altered.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy, man.
I don't have the PSA app on my phone, or else I'd scan that bad boy to see if it was altered.
Well, I'm trying to look it up right now, but I feel like it's a waste of time. Just for entertainment purposes, I'll look it up. 6609. Nate, why don't you read that thing off to me if you can?
Oh, I better increase the
right.
screen size.
Right,
66090583.
It is
altered. I knew it.
It just says N0 authentic, so I don't think that's altered. I don't know. That's like decently cheap compared to the last Raw sale. So we'll see.
You're really buying that? You're going for that, huh?
I mean, I like The Walking Dead. I'm not gonna watch the new seasons probably, but I really liked like season 1, 2, and 3. I thought it was pretty sweet. Excited. I watched it back in high school, so it's the stuff that reminds you of random times in your life. Also, Kyle Pitts got targeted like 10 times in the first half, I think, today. Hopefully, people who have him on their fantasy teams is excited.
He still only finished with 80 yards, but ayo,
I mean, 80 yards isn't like
better than zero.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. The Leclerc 61 gold. That Super Fracture's at 165. The Yelich one's at 150. And it's going to be hacked to me when I don't bid on that.
I mean, I know it's one of those things where I'd love to have the card, but also I know it's not like any chance of probably going up from there outside of maybe a slow burn for Brewers fans years and years later.
The biggest problem with me is that I physically own better Yelich Brewers Superfractors that card doesn't really move the needle for me.
That's true.
And I have an on-card Brewers Superfractor auto of him, which was like my ultimate chase. That was like when I was like, okay, my Yelich collecting journey has reached an end. Was when I got the finest performers on-card Superfractor auto. It's sick. I love that card.
Fair. What is that? Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry, 1 of 1 gold vinyl. Wow. JT is starting to get on a run now. Justin Fields. Can you believe people are still spending money on Justin Fields, Nate?
I cannot.
Dude, they got so lucky with their win today, too. So lucky. Did you see how they got their win? I don't know if you saw in red zone.
I know they had a couple interception in the end zone, stuff like that.
Davis Mills picked off a pass right at the end of the game. Davis Mills threw an interception right at the end of the game. Oh, Nate, talk about your boy Dylan Cease. Dude, this is Bazooka auto number at 25.9510. I feel like this is a quality purchase right here.
Oof. Yeah, my boy Dylan Cease is great, but I don't think he's going to win a Cy Young, which is a problem for...
Why?
Because Justin Verlander is healthy. There's only like a 20-inning difference between the two of them, and his ERA is like half a run better at this point.
Bro, but the PSA 10 sold for $350.
I get it. I'm just saying. I just
question: can he have a really good year next year too?
Well, of course.
So I have no problem spending like $70 just letting it sit there and seeing if he has another back-to-back really good year.
Sure.
Well, I'll bid. Oh well. I might end up giving away one of these 2 cards here if I don't win anything else. Lower dollar. I might have won something else, so I can't remember at this point. Oh, the Bobby Charlton. I guess that could be a flex play if needed. Now, this Andrew Luck Black, man, I don't know if you know how hard Blackbird cards are to get PSA 10s on or super high grades, gem in 10s, because you didn't get one on your Keston here because you're bum. But this is Black number out 57 from 2012. I think sold for $257 last summer. I'm wondering if there's one that sold during a super hype period. It did not. See, it's a novelty card, though. I mean, you physically wouldn't really buy it for it to, luck to play better and then gain value. So probably pass. I kind of want the Sam Kerr still. It's only at 82. The last 9.5 sold for like 85. Am I winning it? I'm not winning it. I want that Love Contenders, but I don't know how much. I got to check out how much Love Contenders are. Oh, so let me know. Interrupt me if there's any good chats coming in, Nate, for anyone.
Okay.
Gabriel, it is okay for you to leave whenever you wish. The giveaways will always happen at the end of the shows. Gabriel is what we would call a giveaway merchant. Like Nate is a credit merchant. Gabriel is only here for the giveaways, it seems like.
Hey, I did eventually get my credit.
You did. You finally stumbled upon Community to say, I know for sure I recommend this show. And I will say, Community had some really good first few seasons. It got really bad really fast.
Remember when I suggested you watch ESPN back in the day?
Oh my God. Get out of here.
You'd never heard of SportsCenter before.
Okay, so last Love ticket auto PSA 10 sold for 400 with this pose. Oh no, Nate, is this one to stick in the vault and be like lands on a new team, gets traded?
Here's the thing: if we don't buy a single Jordan Love and then something ends up happening where either he's the starting quarterback of the Packers or he's a starting quarterback somewhere else, we're gonna feel like idiots.
That is totally true. I need to get something. And I did just say I'd rather spend the money on a PSA 10 contender. So why don't I put my money where my mouth is, I guess?
Yeah.
I've been. Well, the most I'm willing to pay is less than the recent sale because I think every day that goes on, his cards are just going to start to go down in price a little bit more because Rodgers re-signed for those years and everything like that.
Yeah.
So like I feel like there's gonna be opportunities in the future if it's not right now. but we need to make a move before the season ends. I'll tell you that much. I'd
I
be
agree.
comfortable at 360, but I don't know if that's gonna win. All right, well, we're winning, so we'll see. Oh, Nate, I feel like that you just regressed like a month here in the last hour. What happened to the cough drops in the water? I feel like that was clutching up for you. Big John won a Kobe White rookie Net Marvels PS9 and Kobe and Case RPA number out 99. He's back.
A real quick shout out to Big John. He is a Chicago fan through and through, and I respect the fact that every week he's buying Chicago Stars.
Can I Stars? Kobe White.
You get my point.
Yeah. Big John, can I ask you a question? What do you think about Justin Fields, and do you condone his worst quarterback play in the NFL right now? Speaking of not worst quarterback play in the NFL, Jalen Hurts, once again, now the Commanders, I don't know how good they are, but one of Panini 1 super sick card here, RPA number at 10, BGS 95 to 2300. He's got the Eagles at 3-0. One of only 2 QBs right now, 3-0. Tua could be 3-0 tomorrow. Sorry, he is 3-0, and then Daniel Jones could be 3-0 as of tomorrow. That Zion is still going at 825. Did I get that, Maggie? I gotta figure this out. I hope I win that. Oh, nice. I'm winning that. I'm in Thompson right now, too. Do you ever know, Nate, that they made the star dates for baseball?
I did not.
I feel like I wonder if they had to have made a Ken Griffey Jr. this. That would be a sick card.
That would be pretty sick.
Oh, what? They didn't make one? See,
No.
for me, Derek Jeter doesn't move the needle, bro. Can you believe that the ESPN ranked Derek Jeter ahead of Albert Pujols on the top 100 list going into the season for all-time baseball players?
Well, one played in New York and is falsely attributed with being a good defender, and one did not play in New York and was good at pretty much everything. So,
oh, that's a 6.5. I thought that was an 8.5 when I was looking earlier. Yikes. The bad grade. Oh, that preview's at 1175 for Jordan there. We got 55 seconds left, and there's 15 minutes until the 1 minute window. That Judge is at 7250 right now, so that puts it at, is that the new all-time high? Ooh, all the other ones already ended.
Didn't you show that at 7250 to start the day?
No, man, that was at 5,000.
Oh,
as of right now, that puts it at 8,700. The one that sold last night sold for 87.42. So it needs one more bid to push it above. But what was that? $2 short? No, it's $42 short. Yeah, $42 short as of right now. And then the Jordan's at 2,100. So that's a new record for the Super Sport Italian Jordan. And then all the others already sold. So did they hit the records? We'll have to find out once the episode is done or once the bidding's done. Jordan Poole. People love them some Jordan Poole. I like Jordan Poole for one reason only, from Milwaukee. And he seems like a cool player. Gets buckets with Steph Curry. Also, Nate, do you see Giannis's preseason interview today?
I did not. Was it good?
It was. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched like bits and pieces, but it's pretty funny. You know how Giannis is, always like cracking jokes, and he like chugged the water, and then he to end his interview, he just like you couldn't see his body at all other than his leg, and he put his shoes like right where he was sitting, just right in front of the camera to like market his new shoes. Then he put his other shoe in front of him. It's kind of funny.
I like it.
Oh man, I'm getting outbid on these other
The
cards.
Giannis, what is this? Giannis threes?
Yeah, I think so. Zoom Freak threes.
I still got to end up with Giannis twos before I can buy the Giannis threes.
I got the Giannis ones still. Didn't ever get Giannis.
Good old.
You got the gray ones, right?
The Oreo or whatever. Cement. Concrete.
Oreo to cement to concrete. We are currently winning the Jordan Love. Good to see. Hopefully we get it. Nate's right. We would look like a fool if we talked about Jordan Love every week on this auction and never bought one. And then he gets traded. And yeah, I'll bid on that. We'll throw in another bid.
Oh, yeah.
Nate,
How is the Yankees 49ers Broncos game going?
I hope that it's going well for the Niners, not because I like the Niners, but because I really need George Kittle to score a touchdown.
You mean Greg?
Yeah, whatever.
Just kidding.
Greg.
Everyone calls him Greg. He does look kind of like a Greg. I don't know what that means.
He is George. I was right.
You were right. I know.
Oh.
I was messing with you.
Yeah, no, I mean George.
Oh yeah, this is a rough game. It's 7-5. Almost the end of the third quarter.
That's not good.
Dude, what is with this Broncos offense? Russell Wilson just suddenly that bad?
I don't know. Oh man, I'm passing. I have to pass. We'll find another Jordan Love in a future episode. I don't want to pay upwards of 400 for that right now. I was happy at 360, but it's 360 anymore. I am just getting outbid on everything right now. And anyone else that's been winning things, please let us know.
Remember 2 weeks ago when you didn't get outbid on 3 different Holland on-card autos?
True. That now I'm probably gonna get outbid on everything for the rest of the time because of that. I have to do my time now. Chad says I don't enjoy bidding against you, Aaron. Chad, what are you bidding on against me? I will concede if you let me know which card. Possibly the worst primetime game of all time. I'm pretty happy I'm not watching that. Soccer score 8s are great. What did you get? And anyone else that has bought cards so far tonight, please let us know. Let us know what you might have gotten. What a terrible game, though. 7-5.
Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah, Nate.
So Tom says, Russ, no chemistry with his wide receivers yet. Give it time. So I have a question. Aaron Rodgers, you could say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers with Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. Obviously, Watson didn't play today. And obviously the last couple weeks. But there's Romeo Doubs playing a huge role in the Packers' win today. Rodgers, veteran QB, with rookie wide receivers that he would have had the same amount of time to gel with that Russ has had with his somewhat veteran wide receivers, at least Cortland Sutton. Jerry Jeudy's been around for a year. So like I understand what you're saying, but you're Russell Wilson and they are really good wide receivers. I feel like you kind of just got to figure it out.
You heard Nate. You just got to figure it out. Speaking from an NFL quarterback himself.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Ryan,
you know what I'm saying, right?
Ryan went. Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Ryan went for the Dylans tonight. Dylan Cease auto and Dylan Carlson auto. And I see 8s are great. Said the Niner game looks like a soccer score. That'll be a high scoring soccer game. That's for sure. No soccer, no F1. Very slow sports weekend. Andrew, that's spoken from a true non-NFL fan right there, other than the Packers. True though. I mean, I must say, man, every weekend right now, I'm really bummed out. I haven't watched Chelsea play a Premier League match for like 3 weeks. F1's been off for 3 weeks. It's definitely been a bit of a withdrawal, I have to say. Although honestly, maybe it's good to have some time for Chelsea, so I don't have to watch them draw or lose more. But maybe we'll post it. What just happened here? Did the Niners just turn it over? I don't even know. Oh no, it's scored.
I will say, Tom, I suppose part of my angst is against Russell Wilson because I have both extended family and friends that are Seahawks fans, and them being Seahawks fans with Russell Wilson was so obnoxious that even when Russ leaves, I still can't stand the guy.
Brutality. Let's see here. So for tonight's giveaways or giveaway potentially, did not get as many low dollar ones as I was expecting. However, this SGC 9 Bobby Charlton's a pretty sweet card for someone to get, which I feel like I know that he's not currently playing, but from a value standpoint, SGC 956, PSA 8 recently sold for like 130 or something. I think I'm feeling I mean, I know that maybe people don't even care about Bobby Charlton, but at least from a standpoint of reselling, if you went in and want to resell it, I think that we will give away the Bobby Charlton tonight to someone. SGC 9. I'm very happy about this Freddie Peralta. I don't have any Freddie Peralta autographs left in the collection. I think the last one I sold was like a blue. Maybe it was a PSA 9 for like $175 before the year. So we get gold shimmer auto out 50 SGC 1010 for 96. Plus, I really wanted this lunar spaceport. I don't know why. It's just awesome. I don't really have any more reason to buy it other than that.
It's like when you bought that that Milwaukee,
Train?
Minneapolis train card.
Yeah, I know. It's currently sitting in my
And then
PC
I
shelf.
saw that sign at a
Yeah,
random
you
building. I took
did.
a picture of it for you.
You
I
saw
can't
the
remember where
sign
I was though.
in. You said you were you were like on your drive to Washington or something.
Oh yeah. Probably in Montana.
Probably. We'll see if I can get that Lauren Cohen auto at 150. Going for it. We'll see. That'll be like my first non-sport auto. It's not a Stranger Things card though. I don't think I own any Star Wars autos personally. I think my dad has a couple.
Loser.
Man. So this guy's not even is he even in the top 30, Nate?
I do think he's in the top 30, but I do not think he's going to make the majors.
Got you. So really no point in buying that at all from a investment perspective.
Yeah. I think it's just like one of those, like, I can get a Bowman Chrome Superfractor. Like, no matter who it is, if it's relatively new, it's going to sell for a decent chunk of money.
Nate, have you seen the Fortnite cards moving in price?
The banana card?
The Peely sold for $10,000. Confirmed sale. I actually know who sold it. No, I know it's confirmed. They messaged me. And this is a season 2 or series 2 here of Aura PSA 10 at $3,000. It's just crazy to see.
Can I sell my Fortnite account with the like 12 random skins I have?
Not sure, but Rowett says, should we make a bid when you are the highest bidder and the stat says bid needed to extend item? No, you should not. You should not make another bid. I mean, if you make another bid, I don't know if it will extend it further. I've never actually been in that situation or I've done it before. If it says you're the highest bidder, but it's got a red timer, that means if the red timer runs out that you're going to win. And that's obviously like what you're looking for. Maybe I can go and show it with the Maggie auto here.
Real quick to Tom saying they're missing 33% of their defense. real tough blow. Micah Hyde being out for the year. Did you see that, Aaron?
I did. Yeah, that's really brutal.
Stinks so much because Micah Hyde's been, he's Packers and they weren't doing great. And then he leaves and he goes to Bills and he's been there for the whole process, them getting better. And then finally, when everyone thinks the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, Hyde goes down for the season. That just stinks so much.
That is pretty tough. Rowett. So this one right here says you're the highest bidder. 37 seconds left. It's red. It does say bid needed to extend the item, but I'm not bidding on this because I am currently in the lead and it will end with me winning if that so is the case. I did see that. Who was that? That said, oh shoot. Just got another bid. Someone, I forgot what his name was, start with a C. Oh, Chad, you can go ahead and I know I said that I concede to you if you let me know which card. You did let me know which card. So if you do want the Amon Thompson, go ahead and drop a bid and you can have it. And I just got outbid now. Well, I was looking to get that thing at a pretty decent rate. It's a PSA 8 on the auto grade too. The last raw sold for like 300, but obviously the grade's not helping it, so I'm just gonna pass at this point. I thought for 150 it'd be a smart buy. But I'm okay with not winning that one. I guess it's like Bradyception right now.
What the heck?
So one is like the number 124, like the actual from the base set. The other one, it's hard to tell with the gold X Factor, but it says weekly wrap up in there. So is that one. So it's kind of like a subset of the base set. So those are gonna be significantly cheaper than like what the number 124 would be, for those that were wondering. Then this is actually the Contenders Premium Auto of Jordan Poole, right there. 31. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it depends on what was that Chad? Yeah, it depends on what Chad does on that, but I think I'm probably tapped out tonight in the bidding and gonna be happy my Freddie Peralta win. Still in recovery mode after the Holland, buying 3 Hollands for over $10,000. So the high end items are not popping our way right now at the moment. This Josh Allen is very confusing to me, man. Okay, just do me a favor, Nate, and look at this card, and look at the shield.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's got a whole
look at where it is though. Like this does not look like a V. This literally looks like that they took like an armband or something and just slapped a logo shield on and then like sewed it on.
It looks super fake. It does. I 100% agree. I saw that earlier.
It just looks really
Not about
weird.
it.
No.
I can't even decide where it's at because it's not like that's just the white of the back of the card above it.
No, that's literally material. I don't know, man. Panini. What do they say for themselves? They say it's player worn. Well, I guess I don't know if you wore the sock or whatever, but there it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Pristine John Elway rookie.
That would have been hard to hit.
Seriously.
Goodness gracious.
Wow. I guess the centering probably got a 9.5 because of the back. The back looks off center.
Jacob S says he just won a Brady 06 black refractor for $1,600, Brady gold Super Bowl ticket for $840, and a Jordan electrified SGC gold label for $100 less than the PSA 10.
Oh, nice. I saw that one. That's a nice little snag there. Gold label is super hard to get. We've now graded like 5,500 cards with our SGC grading submission service. Not one gold label from my knowledge, unless one came back I didn't notice. But Nate's going to sit here and say, guess who has a gold label right next to me?
You would think that maybe it would be right next to me, but I never know where these cards are at.
1969 Campione Sport Factory sealed complete set. Wow. It's pretty interesting. Nate's digging for gold right now.
I don't know where any of my cards are. Honestly. Svi, no, or not Svi, those Ashbys, the Charlie Day,
They got to be somewhere.
Gold label Aaron Ashby, not a clue.
Nate's like, yeah, some of my most prized possession cards, they're just somewhere.
They are somewhere, but I couldn't begin to tell you where.
It sounds like that someone needs to get a place where all of them sits, like a little lockbox or something.
Well, I did have one in my old apartment, but once we moved, and then we went instantly to the National.
Yeah.
Honestly, if that Charlie Day and those Ashbys aren't at your house,
I must say I did not get the chance to look through boxes yet, but at least from me going through boxes to find cards of grade, I did not see them. So they would either be really packed away somewhere or they're somewhere buried in your house somewhere.
I don't like the odds of that.
We can figure that one out later, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fortnite. Someone told me go back. Oh, Series 1 Fat Pack case, 5 boxes.
Let's buy it.
$750. I don't have a bid in, but man, that'd be a fun rip.
That would be fun.
I don't know. I know you can't get crystal shards out of Fat Packs, but even just to try to pull hollows, how much does a Peely hollow sell for?
We should have made content out of it. Ugh.
It's like, let's just spend money and rip backs and shoot video and justify it.
What? That wasn't my thought process at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Italy holofoil Peely PSA 10 sold for $600. The USA sold for $2,000 back in January, which means it's probably like $4K right now. You'd be on that if you had it. Does that mean you'd be on it if you had the case or if you could buy it? Let's see what else is going down. Actually, when we have a little time right now before these things, they just hit 1 minute window, so this will close pretty quickly. From here. I want to look and see which cards hit all-time highs. Wow. Holy smokes. Tua did outsell the PSA 9 by $200, Nate.
Ayo.
PSA 8.
It's Tua time, baby. You ever heard that 1985 song, Two Time?
No.
Oh, well, I'm going to make a remake with Tua in there instead. It'll be great.
All right. Well, to recap, Tom Brady fell $4,000 short from the all-time high of $20,500 on the PSA 4. Tua eclipsed the high of a PSA 9 and sold for over $3,000 more than the last PSA 8 sold for. RJ Barrett sold for the most expensive National Treasures card of all time of RJ Barrett, fell like 8,000 short of the all-time high selling card of RJ Barrett, although I would not expect a Logo Man number 5 9-game more to sell for more than the Prism Nebula. The Aaron Judge fell $40 short of last night's all-time high, although you can pretty much virtually call that a tie, and that this was basically the new all-time high since $5,000 10 days ago. The Michael Jordan from 1988 Panini Super Sports sold for $2,760. That is $1,600 more than the last PSA 10 that sold for 3 years ago, but it is only, well, it's like $900 more than the PSA 9 sold for a year ago of that. Derek Carr definitely sold for more as the Prism Gold rookie of this card, although it sold for $1,700 less than what the Black Finite sold for a year ago, which pretty much makes the Black Finite look like a steal, which is kind of hard to believe, saying that a Derek Carr card you bought a year ago could have been a steal right now, but that is the case we have here. Batman pack fell short of the all-time high by $400. Pretty cool card pack, though. The checklist did sell for an all-time high and at $690, $70 more than the previous or than the other high sale. 408 on the Ken Griffey Jr. That is double what sold for 2 years ago. And then the MNM Mbappe Neymar Messi sold for 276, which is more than the 9.5 from HGA sold for 5 months ago or 4 months ago. So what's up, Nate?
No, I just moved my mic out of the way. Sorry.
Got you. I would say of like the things we were comparing it to, Tua, RJ, I'll count the Aaron Judge 3, unless you really want to argue the $40 less, I guess maybe. But 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess you could say 8 all-time highs of the 10. Although like it's all relative to the grade and stuff mostly. So either way, cool to see some of those cards selling for a lot. Now on the flip side, obviously not all cards are selling for all-time highs. I mean, that was just 10 we were looking at, and there's only one left there in our my bids. There's only 57 left in total right now. 57 left in total. Nate, start to do some eyeballing here. You really gotta make up some ground. I mean, I haven't won in a while, but all I know
make up ground. You got to win first for me to. Number
Whoa.
one, you have to make up ground.
I don't care. This is sick. I used to have this poster hanging up in my dorm room freshman year, and then probably my room sophomore year too. The Wings poster. This is so sick. How did I not know this was in here?
Fake fan.
I probably saw the poster. What's up, just digging it? Who saw the rise of Tua? People wrote him off last season. Who saw the rise of Tua, Nate? Who saw the rise of Tua and didn't bother to buy one single thing?
I didn't see the rise of Tua. I've just been on the Tua bandwagon for 2 straight years because people were against him, and I'm a big underdog guy.
Big underdog guy. Like when everyone was saying Zion's a bust before he even stepped in the court. We are down to 38 items. 38 items. Well, that's a complete set from 2006 of 86, 87, 20th year set. $5,000. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty cool, actually. 132 total items a box in the pack graded. I mean, I know it's not the... Oh, it's got all the... It's got like all the modern NBA players and also the Jordan in it. That's actually pretty sick. Oh, it just sold for $6K. 26. Pick your item now, Nate, because the next time it refreshes, it's gonna be time.
Okay. Keep going down. All right, we did so much talking about Fortnite. I'm going with that. I'm going with that 2019 Series 1 right there.
Oh, all right. I'll go with this one. I have no idea why. I don't even know who this is. Oleg Blachin. That's what I'm doing. 10 seconds left, and then we will have
everything got extended.
No,
not really.
Well, everything's got extended. There were a lot that
there was a lot of green in a row. That's all.
Yeah, you are right.
All right, let's go Fortnite. Carry me.
Tom said he's calling Harry. 20 items left. What if yours already ended? That'd be funny. Oh, wow. You already have a bid.
Yeah, no big deal.
Nate's trying to ride that Peely wave.
I am riding that Peely wave.
Trying to take the Peely to the W. Here, does mine have a bid yet? Nope. I might get kicked out early here. All of them had like green last time. Now then, oh, I mean a good amount of the top ones do. Come on, man. Oh yeah, couldn't get out that early. Oleg. What is this? Polytoad. What's any score update on this football game?
I don't believe so.
Still 10-5. Bro, can Kittle just get a touchdown? What's looking like right now is that I need Dallas's defense to score me like 10 points tomorrow night.
Not gonna happen.
So if Kittle could just get like a 40-yard touchdown, I could just bench them and then win. Aaron, I was the one who bought the Fleer throwback set. Why do you have sunglasses on?
I was waiting to see how long it took for you to notice. It was like 3 minutes.
Well, I saw Tom say I wear my sunglasses at night. I was like, I don't know if he's referencing some card we just looked at or what. I didn't look at you until now. Wait, what's going on here? I feel like that we missed a lot. Is my Oleg still going? Oh, we're good. We're set. I think it's got another bid. We need that right now. We need that. Save those bids.
Yeah, you needed that.
15 left. 15 items left.
All right, we're at top 15, babe. Oh,
already?
let's go. Oleg doesn't stand a chance.
Let's go. Oh, let's go and figure out who Oleg
has
is.
no leg to stand on.
All right. Well, Oleg was a Ukrainian soccer goalie. I think goalie. Actually, Ukrainian and Soviet football player and manager. Born in Kiev, Ukraine.
Ooh.
Most recently, I don't know where he managed. I was trying to figure out where he managed. Oh, he coached Dynamo Kiev until 2014. Come on, get Oleg a bid.
Don't get Oleg a bid.
You're gonna let a moonwalker out? Okay,
a Ukrainian hero. Oh, sorry, just not your night, bro. Just a tough scene.
Oh yes, Tom. I know that I'm young, but I do know the song. I wear my sunglasses at night. Don't worry.
I gotta say, for a self-proclaimed Fortnite fan that supposedly won a game the other night and got a bunch of eliminations and stuff, kind of a fake fan right now. Not going for the Fortnite card.
There was one there, and you already picked it. What was I supposed to do?
You want to just sit on mine for a little bit because nothing else matters.
Here's the problem: the fact you started throwing some hate around, you're gonna lose now.
That's true, probably.
Karma.
I'll deserve it too. Oh boy, come on, one last one.
You're done for, man. You're done.
One last one. Yeah.
Well, one last bid's not gonna get you the win. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I'm getting closer. I'm
Sure.
top 10, baby.
You are top 10. That is true. That is true. While this is happening, well, actually,
but
I guess Nate's is still going. I guess I can't divert the attention away. Otherwise, Nate would get upset.
I would. And if you divert the attention away, that means I guarantee win. You know, that's just how it works.
I guess
I'm not feeling very confident that this is going to keep sneaking in $5 bids, though.
You got 20 seconds left, man.
I don't even know who Lothar is.
Oh, come on.
That's right.
I'm sick of looking at this. I'm sick of it.
Would you rather have a Brady out of 35 or a Moonwalker? $10 difference. Did anything end?
No.
Really? Are you sure?
Nothing. It still says 9.
Ugh. Son of a gun.
Well, I don't remember when mine ended, but there's your Harry. I mean, oh, come on.
Denver's about to score.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how.
Sick Rick. I will tell you, Melvin Gordon rushed to San Francisco 1 for 4 yards.
Yeah, I
It
see that right.
is
Oh, they
second.
just scored. They scored. Melvin Gordon. Dude, Nate, like 7 of these things are in line to end right now.
Oh, is not mine?
Not yours.
Oh, please, come on. No more.
No,
No,
6.
no more bids. No more bids.
Ooh, lots of bins. But about half of them just
Quite a
ended.
few ended.
Down to 5. Down to
All right,
5.
top 5. I'll take that.
If Nate thing is eliminated, we're gonna do the giveaway right after that. It's for the Bobby Charlton SGC 9 from like 59. Also, Melvin Gordon, you love to see a touchdown. Although he's 11 rushes, 22 yards. I do have a super factor patch auto PSA 10 I bought here.
Would you rather have that Diego Maradona or Fortnite?
I'd rather have this. It's pretty sick.
What is that?
Shirts and skins.
Poster?
Yeah, it's like a postcard made after the poster. Wow, everything's got bids. Everything's got bids. This thing is running along.
Son of a gun. Well, you might as well start the giveaway anyways.
True, I can start the giveaway. That is a good point. Everyone, please put a number 1 in the chat. There's only one winner tonight. It's for the Bobby Charlton SGC 9 1958 rookie for like $60 some. Pretty sweet deal. We are going to give that away to one person here as this auction ends, and we'll leave this open until 10:15 p.m. Central Time. I am
2.
What?
Oh, well, of course they go for 2. Duh. Never mind.
Did they miss it? Yeah, they missed it.
A 2-point lead is not worth anything, so
You're right.
Might as well go for 2 and try to keep it to a field goal if they kick a field goal. How's the Moonwalker doing?
Moonwalker does not have a bid right now.
Oh, if they all end though, I win.
Too bad that Kobe's got a bid.
Son of a gun. Come on, Kobe. If they all end right here and Kobe just finishes, I end. Oh crap. Oh crap.
He's done. He's done.
A bid.
He's
bid.
He's done. He's the only one that ends. Wow, really make him feel bad.
Top 5, baby.
Oh my gosh. Now you're taking top 5s as credit. I'm telling you, man, he's a credit merchant.
Hey, you would take top 5s for credit too if you ever got there.
I just had it last week. I'm pretty sure it's top 4 last week. All right. We got 4 left. Andrew says, Sir Bobby Charlton, what a legend. There's only 1 minute left to get your number 1s in, everyone, so please rush them in if you can for the Bobby Charlton. We're going to run the giveaway right away. Tyler just got number 1 in. And it is almost 10:15. Yeah, it's 10:15. Nate thinks he's slick making the buzzer there.
That's me. Just trying to keep Aaron on his toes a little bit. Keep him slightly agitated so he doesn't get any good guesses in tonight. I think it's working pretty well.
I'm staying pretty calm, cool, and collected right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Stink.
All right. I just got the list.
Well, I tell you what you do if you want to be uncalm, cool, and collected. Go buy a Topps Chrome box and open it.
I'm not an idiot like you. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I to be fair, I did enjoy the rip.
Come on. You gotta get one Topps Chrome box open every year.
Yeah. That's the goal.
All right. Here we go. 3 times on the randomization. Tom really wants to hear you do a Darth Sidious voice again.
That was a one-time thing, Tom.
I was gonna say. All right. 3 times on the randomization. Good luck, everyone. Better win or better odds tonight than normal to win. So 1, only 37 in the list. That's the smallest it's been in a while. 1, 2, which means our odds are higher to pick as well. But we have a 137 chance. I'm picking Merrick's Grave.
I am picking. I'm going. Leslie Munson.
Number
13.
13. Leslie Munson and Merrick's Grave is my choice. Good luck 3 times. Ken Wood takes the W. Ken gets it. Wow. Oh my.
Ooh,
that might have been the furthest. That might have been the furthest I've ever picked someone drop down to America. Put you at 36. Nate ended
Leslie
up
went
at
to
30 though. Not much better. So
No.
Ken, congratulations on getting a giveaway win with the Sir Bobby Charlton. Please email info@slabstox.com. All you got to do is go on your PWCC account, go to your identity key, hit the top right name where it says your name, and then go down to preferences, click preferences, and then you can just send us a super long character string key, and then you can be on your way to getting your card, Sir Bobby Charlton.
Ew.
Tom, True Real Music, the one day it is one card. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. Now I feel like a bad guy. Good times as usual. Thanks, Nate and Aaron. Thank you, Big John, for coming tonight. Like always, we really appreciate it. We already did do our wrap up here on the top 10 that we were talking about, the 10 record-breaking potential sales. 8 of the 10 pretty much made a record. 7 of the 10 definitely did. And the last card here is a Tom Brady card. But guess what? Tom Brady is one of my least favorite athletes, so I do not feel inclined to watch this Tom Brady sell. So what do I have to say? I have to say thank you to everyone who came tonight to watch this Flip Quest show. Really appreciate you all being here. Always a fun time. We'll be back at 9:45 p.m. Eastern time again next week. Maybe have some stuff up for sale, but probably not at this point as I didn't put anything for sale on Thursday. But definitely the week after that as F1 races will be going then. Other than that, SlabStox Live, 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I won't be there. Nate's going to take that lead. Nate will be joined by someone. I don't know who yet, but we'll figure that out. And I'll be back pretty soon after that, though. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you all next Sunday or tomorrow night in the next live show here on YouTube.
See you guys.